This is the story of a stalker young lady who joined the Crown Prince's army just so she could follow him around every single day. One night, while she was secretly sneaking into his bedroom, she was finally caught. Let's just say her obsession went way too far this time. In the end, the Crown Prince, who had become completely fed up with her behavior, killed her. Then the scene shifts. We see an oven overheating, and nearby a girl is casually reading comics on her phone. She smiles contentedly and says, "Well, that's the obvious outcome." Suddenly, the oven blasts open with a loud bang. Then we see a woman wearing a maid outfit rushes in, shouting, "My lady, please get a hold of yourself." Seeing the noble lady who was wearing a revealing dress lying in poor condition, the maid anxiously asks, "My lady, are you all right? Do you remember?" The oven exploded. The lady looks confused for a moment. When she finally comes back to her senses, she is shocked because she doesn't recognize this place at all. Soon, she realizes something unbelievable. She has possessed the body of the villainess from the novel she was reading, Lady Saravi de Prinius. While taking a bath, she panics internally, thinking she's completely doomed. Saravi, that name alone screams early death. After the bath, the maid tells her they don't have many clean clothes because Saravi was so busy chasing after His Highness, the Crown Prince, that she never bothered to change outfits properly. As the maid begins selecting dresses, the lady suddenly remembers Saravi's usual clothing style and tries to stop her. But the maid proudly shows the outfits and says, "Tata, this is the sexy style you always prefer, my lady. Please choose whichever you like." Seeing the revealing dresses, the lady almost faints but somehow controls herself. She firmly says she doesn't want to wear that kind of clothing anymore and tells the maid to throw all of them away while she goes to change. The maid is confused for a moment, then quietly murmurs while staring at the dresses. It seems the young lady has finally returned to her senses. Saravi peeks out again and says she needs one more specific item. Meanwhile, in the corridor, several knights are gossiping about how Saravi caused the oven explosion and ruined all the food. They also talk about all the terrible things she has done in the past. Suddenly, one soldier freezes in shock when he sees a completely different Saravi, dressed neatly in a soldier's uniform. Next, Saravi stands in front of the Crown Prince's office. She recalls the original novel's plot. Saravi relentlessly chases Crown Prince Raven and is destined to die at the age of 18. According to her maid, she is currently 15, meaning she only has 3 years left. She clenches her fists and motivates herself, saying she can still change her fate. Inside the room, a soldier reports to the Crown Prince that, while Lady Saravi was cooking, the oven exploded and she collapsed. The Crown Prince asks calmly, "An oven explosion? Were there any other casualties?" The soldier replies that no one else was injured. The Crown Prince sighs in relief and says, "Then that's good news." The soldier looks completely confused by that response. The Crown Prince then turns to the soldier who was also the vice commander and asks if he has met Lady Saravi yet. When the vice commander says no, the prince advises him seriously to avoid her at all costs. If you see her, run the other way. Don't get involved with her. The vice commander agrees. The prince adds, "You'll recognize her instantly, even from far away. She gives off an unnatural aura from head to toe." He then remembers how she once made him a cinnamon cake without cinnamon and shudders. "Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Seeing her at all is unbearable." He warns the vice commander one final time to stay away. Suddenly, a voice from outside interrupts. "This is Saravi. May I come in?" The Crown Prince's face darkens instantly. "How unfortunate. I have to meet her." As Saravi enters, the prince asks the vice commander, "Are you prepared to face the monster?" The vice commander confidently replies that he can overcome any trial. The prince gives a small smile and said, "How dependable. Then allow me to introduce you to the most hideous monster in the world." At that moment, Saravi steps forward, bows politely, and greets them with a gentle smile, all while wearing a soldier's uniform. The Crown Prince is completely stunned because this isn't her usual behavior at all. The vice commander is also confused, since everything he heard about her doesn't match what he's seeing. Saravi cheerfully says she has come to escort the prince to the dining hall because dinner is ready. Both men freeze in shock. Now we learn something important. The Crown Prince's army, Rejection, has one major problem. They don't have a cook. All the soldiers are combat specialists. Every time they try to prepare food together, they destroy everything. They cut the cutting boards instead of vegetables, crack eggs on each other's heads, and even use flamethrowers instead of stoves. The result? Completely inedible food. Earlier, we saw Saravi in the kitchen with her maid. As she skillfully chopped vegetables, the maid watched in awe and asked if she was good at cooking too. Saravi proudly said yes. While cooking, she thought to herself that if she blew up the kitchen again and ran away, she would be in serious trouble. Thankfully, the food turned out delicious. She explains that cooking is both her hobby and special skill. She also hopes that if the prince enjoys the meal, it might help erase her terrible reputation and improve her favorability with him. But then, right in front of her, the crown prince violently throws the food off his plate in disgust. With a dark expression, he says, "So you've added another underhanded tactic this time." He continues angrily, "You're still as foolish as ever. You actually try to make me eat this vile food again." Saravi is completely stunned. Again, she thinks. What does he mean again? The prince glares at her and asks coldly, "What are you plotting this time?" This is only the beginning of a great story between them. What started as chaos will soon turn into a tender love neither of them expected. This is just the beginning of a sweet and beautiful love story between them. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for part 2.